let's let Chat GPT choose what I do at Universal. We gave this a trial run at Tampa Bay Busch Gardens. Let's give it another trial run here and see how it goes. Plus, I have Express, so that should help us in this factor, especially because, well, it's spring break, so it's already busy early this morning. The first selection for Chat GPT, I did tell it not Hagrid's because I saw all the people that were going there and I already wrote it, and we all know if you miss that first window for early park admission, that's not where you're gonna go. So I did tell it that. That's the only guidance I gave. It sent me to Dr. Seuss, and I'm not even sure if it's open, so I'm gonna go find that out. And it is a fun ride. The trolley is very fun and great view of the park, but I did not expect my first ride with Express to be the trolley ride for Dr. Seuss. It is open. I don't remember the last time I rode this ride, and I can guarantee you it was never my third ride of the day, and I never rode it in the morning. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting and fun, but hey, at least we get a good park view.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
I will not be riding one fish, two fish, regardless of what Chat GPT says. Especially in this temperature, that ain't happening. So I'm gonna put the video up, and you'll notice we're not moving because we stopped partway through the ride. And my first thought was, oh no, if I am stuck up here for any length of time at my one day at Universal because of stupid Chat GPT telling me my first full ride of the day after EPA was the Seuss trolley ride, I am going to lose my mind and probably never do that video again. Thankfully it started like 10 seconds later, so the heart attack was short, but I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But okay, now let's see what's next. The Incredible Hulk. That's more like it. It makes far more sense. So it's been a little bit of time since I've gotten to ride Hulk. This should be fun. I miss this ride so much and love it. And for those who don't know, the ride I've ridden more times than any other ride, over 2,100 times, and I rode it 2,000 times in about 6 months.
Berry jelly. Sick.
I approve of that selection by Chat GPT. Let's see if it keeps me close, sends me somewhere else. Let's see what it wants me to do. I kind of figured it would do that, keeping within the Marvel theme, so off to Spider-Man. Spider-Man's such a fun ride, and R.I.P. Stan Lee. That was the first time I saw him, I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Chat GPT, thank you for this. Thank you for making me ride something I don't like, that I don't think should exist, and is kind of overall pointless. And yeah, let's see if I even decide to spin it. Okay, shouldn't exist, might have been exaggeration, particularly when I saw the two little kids in the cart across from me just beaming from ear to ear. But yes, I didn't spin it. I actually kept trying to counter it every single time so we would just stay straight. So when they actually moving, the wheel would kind of turn slowly on its own. So I would just hold it and put it back the other direction so I could just hold it there. I wish I could get ride footage of me just going sad the entire time on it. Unfortunately, when you're solo and you can't film on a ride, it doesn't really work out. Chat GPT, you're back on my good side, and I still haven't done this ride. Forbidden Journey. Well, I've done the ride obviously many times, but I mean today I haven't done it. So off to Forbidden Journey. The only downside, I am in the front of the park. This is really something we need to troubleshoot because it can create a lot of walking. Nice little walk to Forbidden Journey, but nothing too bad. Definitely easier than some of the walking I had to do for Busch Gardens yesterday. But yes, Forbidden Journey for Chat GPT, and gonna go check out this ride that I've ridden countless times and see if it's improved at all since the comparison point back in when I was out in LA, where the audio was better and the visuals were better, even though it is the exact same ride. ChatGPT did pretty good on this one. I'm curious what it's going to do next because it seems like it'll give me something good and then smack me in the face. Well, it didn't smack me in the face this time. Off to Velocicoaster, and this will be the first time I'm getting to ride it with Express Pass being part of it. So I rode earlier today with early park admission, running to it, and didn't have to wait in any line, and Express isn't open during EPA. So now I get to check that out and see how much time it will save me versus the actual ride.
Indicate which locker.
Velocicoaster really is one of the best rides in the world, and Chat GPT can take me there anytime. I wonder where it's going to take me to next. I actually might allow it to take me to studios. I've been doing things like not letting me do Hagrid's or taking me to studios. So we'll see if it decides to do that or keeps me in Islands. Well, just pulled up Chat GPT and it's keeping me in Islands of Adventure. I'm a little surprised on that. More importantly, no. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nope. And Chat GPT, we're over. Chat GPT told me Ripsaw Falls. Fine, say I did it, so let's go get wet. I just got a little misting already and it was really cold. And it's 55 degrees right now. I saw people wearing gloves. Excessive, yes. And it may be sunny, but it is not warm. That didn't get me and I was really scared because I saw it in the background. But looks like I'm gonna go freeze. I didn't even realize they could run this ride in this temperature. And if you notice, all of the cars are empty because no one's dumb enough to ride this right now. But I am apparently. Thanks, Chat GPT, and I just got hit again. It is cold. Now I know what you might be thinking. Why are you at Hogwarts Express? Why are you dry? Why don't you have more subscribers? Well, I can answer that very quickly. 1, ChatGPT told me I had to go to Hogwarts Express next to go over to studios. 2, thankfully for me, I got to stay dry because, well, Ripsaw is still down, which is why all the trains were empty, and I was right. It is too cold to operate the ride. And for as why we don't have more subscribers, I don't know. Hit the subscribe button or share and have someone else do that to answer that question. Now let's go over to studios. For ChatGPT, it told me to go to Green Guts as we all expected it would. I figured as soon as I got over here, that's where it was gonna take me, and it's currently down, so I'm gonna pass on that for a little bit and see where else it's going. And I know Fast and Furious is coming at some point. That awful tragedy of a ride. And part of me is thinking, let's get it done with and out of the way, so I hope it comes up early. But then again, if it doesn't come up at all, and it sends me back to Islands after spending some time over here, then that's a win-win. Also, I'm gonna be doing the Mardi Gras parade, so that ends this a little bit earlier. I'm not throwing, that's too much of a time commitment, but I'll definitely be watching it and trying to get as many beads as possible. And yeah, so I'm just hoping to be able to avoid Fast and Furious, but I know with my luck, it's not gonna be very long, and let's see where I'm going first. I'd have enjoyed this Chat GPT more if I'd gotten my cup of coffee. Mummy's next. AI technology did a good choice on that one. I've been wanting to ride Mummy for a while, so that was fun. It followed it up with Jimmy Fallon. Really? Really, Jimmy Fallon? At least it's not Fast and Furious or Simpsons. I started completely forgetting about Simpsons. I may skip that one just because I don't want a headache. Now, although the ride is terrible, it does probably have the best pre-show of any ride, so that's at least something fun to check out if you're stuck on Jimmy Fallon.
Other people were unable to allow remission and over various back, neck, or heart conditions.
ChatGPT is gonna do me dirty over here at Studio side because, well, there's a lot of mediocre to bad rides on Studio side. I put that in another video about the ride flaw of Universal Studios on this side where there are several bad rides, and an option being that it can really, really be tough. And let's see what ChatGPT says. It's telling me to go check out Green Guts again, and according to the app, it's open, so that's where I'm headed. The next ride is Transformers. So, Green Guts and Transformers, not a bad combination. Well, unfortunately, with ChatGPT, you knew it was coming eventually. Oh, I was dreading this moment. Not really, because I'm off to Men in Black. No Fast and Furious this time around. I dodged the bullet again. ChatGPT just wanted to rub in my face that I haven't done this ride in far too long and only got 750,000 points. I need that straight 9s. So I'm gonna take a pause from that and get some more rides in on Men in Black until I can max out again for the first time in seemingly forever. ChatGPT can resume its ride selection again because I maxed out. Only took 2 rides, max no bonus. I needed that straight 9s. Now, it was close to the end, but at least I could still do it. that makes me a little happy. I know, it's the little things in life. I forgot that this was even a ride until it popped up. And when I said I wasn't gonna do Simpsons, I meant Simpsons, not Twirl and Hurl. For those wondering about Rip Ride Rocket, it has come up a few times as ride suggestions, but it's been down all day because it's not warm enough to ride. It has warmed up, so I'm assuming, and I'm actually seeing it test right now, but it's empty, so I'm assuming it'll empty up pretty soon. Open up pretty soon, and we'll be able to get a ride in on that. But yes, it has come up, and no, Fast and Furious has not yet. But guess what did just come up? Born Stuntacular as a show. Now I have to go see showtimes to see if that'll work. Chat GPT, you can take me to that show anytime. Absolutely amazing. And Rip Ride Rocket appears to be open, so I'm gonna honor that request now. Chat GPT sent me to Rip Ride Rocket, and all the small things was a success, so that was enjoyable and fun. And gotta be honest, adding Blink-182 to this ride turned this ride from to actually really enjoyable experience. Crappy ride, but still an amazing experience. So Chat GPT, do your work. Let's see what's next. Chat GPT has sent me back to Islands of Adventure, which means not today, Fast and Furious, not today, because this is about to wrap up. But with all good things, there can be some bad. What it means is I get to go ride Ripsaw. Luckily, it's warmed up a little bit since it originally told me, and it's sunny. Those are the positives that I can take away from this. But I'm still wearing a jacket to put it in perspective. But I did get sunburned. Leave it to me to get sunburned in the 50s. So walking from studios on over to Ripsaw, it's kind of like walking on a death walk to your freezing demise, when literally they didn't open Rip Ride Rocket or the water rides earlier today or until later today because it was too cold. A roller coaster in Florida in March couldn't operate because of the temperature, and I'm about to go on a water ride because of artificial intelligence. That may be the doom. That may be why all this started. I'm really hoping you guys enjoy this. Once again, I just want to add, I'm not happy to be doing this. There is a positive though, it's a walk-on. So no line at least shortens the wait until my ultimate freezing. I'm cold, I'm wet. I think these two are correlated. I got pretty well hit in this process, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of Chat GPT right now, and I think we're gonna do our final one next and figure out what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put 2 standard rules on it though. 1, can't be Hagrid's, and 2, has to be in Islands, so I'm not jumping over to the other park. And we'll wrap up our day and see what it's gonna be. Chat GPT and I are going on a break. I said that I got off of Ripsaws and wasn't gonna go to Hagrid's like I said and stay in Islands of Adventure, and apparently what it said was, wow, this idiot's already wet, let's get him wetter. We're off to Blutos. I hate everything. And if you don't know what Blutos is, let me explain. Well, I'm on the boat. I'm not happy. Everyone's looking at me because I don't realize they're a part of a YouTube video now. So yeah, this is not gonna be fun. I hate Chat GPT for making me do this, and this is the last time this is happening, at least for today, and I'm gonna get soaked. I'm not happy. Okay, didn't hit me. My feet are soaked, and now I'm going backwards, and oh, this is not gonna be good. And yes, the water is very, very cold. You're gonna get covered for a second. And that is why I covered it. And I am now drenched, I am freezing. Anyone else drenched? I have goosebumps or goose pimples, whichever you prefer calling. My wife hates them when I call them goose pimples. So obviously I call him that. Oh, we've got another fun one. That only got my leg, we're good. Only my leg. She seemed to have gotten hit more.
Scalawag needs to brush up on your behavior.
And of course on the big drop, guess who's going backwards? Not like I can't already get any wetter, I'm pretty sure.
It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad.
Oh no, it's not that bad. It's gonna get us soaked, but it's not a bad drop.
Oh my god, never mind, it might be that bad.
Oh!
It might be that bad.
Oh! That is a drop! Didn't get wet on it, but that was a really fun drop that I did not expect. Oh! That's about to hit people. Oh! So cool! Oh!
That got me good. That got me good.
I think that brings it to an end. I'm thoroughly drenched, and I think everyone else is. And that wraps up this video of letting Chat GPT choose my day at Universal. Yeah, that wasn't super fun.